Welcome to Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. My name is Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul. This is the end of the year for our graduate students at Buena Vista University, where I teach. I've been listening to my students present their capstone portfolios these past several weeks. What always amazes me are the instances of happenstance that continue to occur in their stories, reflecting their journey to the role of professional school counselor. Teaching career counseling many years ago, I was cued into the concept of happenstance, those things that randomly happen to us that encourage or cause a turn in our lives that changes the trajectory of our careers or purpose. My students have all had a meaningful story. One of my students, Shelby Quad Carnes, reminded me of a book entitled What to Do with a Chance by Kobe Yamada. Hmm. We all have memories of gratefulness for having the courage to take a chance, or regretful memories of chances not taken. Here are notions we often face. A chance that pops up and entices us to follow, tempting us away from a comfortable and safe way of life, or deciding not to take the risk to try something new and then, after turning it down, realizing we have a life gullied into a rut. Maybe that is where my word of the year came to me. My word of the year this year is nudge, which is like listening to a good chance as it whispers its invitation in our ear and turning in that direction by saying, yes. Some time ago, I told you about my friend Jenny Spencer, who has been living with a terminal diagnosis of leukemia for over 3 years. I say terminal because that is what the doctors told her. But she has so far defied their end predictions and has now gone into remission again, baffling her brilliant medical staff. But her story is amazing because she is living her best life now. She's become more confident than ever, exploring and using gifts she had not utilized before, like writing a book, becoming a watercolor artist, being a leader in so many ways. Jenny is so inspiring. I read a sentence in the book I'm reading for my new book club this month that befits Jenny today. It's a book written by Jane Pointer, one of the scientists who lived in Biosphere 2 for 2 years in the desert of Arizona. Pointer talks about early in her young adult life, she happened upon a rather mysterious shop. She stepped in and quickly stepped out, feeling a bit intimidated. The next day, she took another chance and tried again. Pointer said, I opened the door, took a deep breath, and walked into the rest of my life. Hmm. Jenny's story reminds me of Pointer's experience. Jenny was handed a dismal diagnosis and took a chance to embrace the unknown with determination and found a profound joy for the rest of her life. It's like she too said, I opened the door, took a deep breath, and walked into the rest of my life. Back to Shelby's book, What to Do with a Chance. This whimsical story is about a young boy who one day discovered a chance that had come his way. He didn't know what to do and didn't know if he had enough courage, so he let it go away. Soon after, he regretted it and wondered if his chance would ever come again. He waited and waited, determined that if it did come back, he wouldn't hold back, that he was going to be ready. One day it did return. He had to find out, so he ran right toward it as fast as he could. At graduation this past weekend, I witnessed a young husband verbally abusing his wife in front of their two young children as they were making their way through the parking lot and across the street. I was standing by my car taking off my cap and gown. The things he shouted at this woman were despicable. I thought of those small children bearing witness to the abuse he leveled on their mother. I made my presence known to them and then watched them walk across the street. I didn't take another chance to do something more, and I wish I had. I thought madly at that time about the possibility that he could be carrying a weapon, and in his rage, maybe he would cause exponential tragedy on his family and others around. So I did not take a chance. I've struggled with that decision since. I wish I would have at least asked if I could help anything. Maybe that would have put a glitch in the pattern. I don't know. Perhaps the lesson with chances not taken is the opportunity to reflect so we can make a better choice when the next chance comes across our path. As the boy in Shelby's book said, I don't know how to explain it, but the second I let go of my fears, I was full of excitement. It wasn't that I was no longer afraid, but now my excitement was bigger than my fear. In the end, he learned that when he was afraid and held himself back, he missed out and realized that if a chance comes around, one should take it. Because as he said, it might be the start of something incredible. This week, on your bathroom mirror, write, I will grow courage so I can be ready to take a chance when it comes my way. Join me next Monday for Live, Life Inspired Views for Every Day. I'm Chris Meyer, and I'm a curious soul.